Anfield, because Liverpool were comfortable, weren't they, in the first half? But then Epl came back just at the end of that first half to make the scoreline 2-1.
Yeah, really important game, and Brighton were excellent. You have to say that they showed real resilience, desire. 2-0 down at Anfield, and under the cosh, Liverpool missed chances at that. But that was a wonderful goal by Epl, one of the best they'll score, particularly the fact that it was at Anfield as well. Thoroughly meant it over Alisson's head. And then they were back in the game then. In the second half, they were absolutely excellent. Brighton thoroughly deserved what they got.
Yeah, and here comes the equaliser. And as Maka just said, they absolutely dominated, didn't they, the second half?
Yeah, thoroughly deserved the point they got. Very dominant in the second half. Great goal there. Lots of passing through the lines, composure on the ball. And Liverpool couldn't really handle them in the second half. So got exactly what they deserved and came away with a point. But on another day, might have sneaked away with a win.
And you said they might have sneaked away with a win. They thought they actually had won it, didn't they? But this goal was ruled off.
Yeah, it was a lovely ball by Tariq Lamptey. He was excellent when he came on, but Trossard was offside, so that's just the end of that, really.
How do you think Klopp will react to this?
Well, they've got Atletico Madrid in a couple of days, Seema, so they'll react by going and carrying on. The fact that they haven't lost this year, yes, to be 2-0 up at home and to draw 2-2 is disappointing. And
after what we saw last Sunday as well.
And maybe they just ran out of steam a little bit. They didn't look as organised today. And sometimes you have games like that. The main thing is that you don't lose. You lick your wounds, you start again and you roll on.
But we must give credit to Brighton because they were absolutely brilliant in that second half. All right, let's go to the Etihad Stadium. And this was quite the story, wasn't it, Wes?
Yeah, before the game you expect Man City to run away with this, but straight away from the start of the game it was a goal down, and from that point on it was very difficult. Zaha would have finished there. First and only chance they really had in that half, but it was enough to put them ahead.
And this was the point that really changed the game because Laporte was sent off here and City are down to 10 men. Yeah,
and I don't think we got any problem with that. It was denying a goal scored an opportunity, which it probably was. If you see the covering defender, he was still far away. The only thing is the consistency, because we saw one in the earlier game when Johnny Evans brought somebody down, and he stayed on. He got a yellow card for that. But I totally agree, to be honest. I've got no problem with that.
Then City did think they had scored, but Jesus was offside. Sorry, Foden was offside. Jesus scored.
Exactly. Yeah, Foden with a great piece of skill. Obviously, you would have thought he was onside, but still done enough to control the ball, cross it into Jesus, who scored. But yeah, ruled off offside.
And then came the second goal, and Conor Gallagher, you've got to say, he's having quite the season, isn't he, Maka?
Oh yeah, he's been fantastic since he's gone to Crystal Palace. And what a pass this was. Zaha nips it across, little one touch. Conor Gallagher doesn't even have to move, he just has to wrap his foot around it, and you see the arc, and he runs over to his adoring fans to cap off a fantastic day for Crystal Palace on the side.
Absolutely, and quite a big result in terms of Palace, but also Man City. They're 5 points off Chelsea now.
Yeah, I don't think there's time to panic. It was just one of those days today. As soon as you get a red card, anything can happen in the game. Laporte's just a rush of blood to the head, bringing Zaha down, wants to challenge him, and he gets rolled himself. And they'll just have to come back a bit stronger. They've still got the talent there today. Even that second goal was near the end, but City did make a lot of chances. They just couldn't convert.
They couldn't. Well, talking about coming back stronger, at St James's Park, it was actually goalless at half time, and then in the second half, Reece James just stole the show, didn't he, Wes?
Yeah, Reece James put on a display of how to score great goals, and he's done it again today. First one off his left foot, fantastic strike, showing great technique. Jess was building the pressure on throughout the game, but and then second goal as well.
He's full of confidence, isn't he?
He's full of confidence, and it's forward to him, and he's just hit it with all his might. But the technique on the shot was fantastic, and if the keeper was up standing, he wouldn't have stood a chance.
Yeah, this was a very dominant performance. Actually, the only surprise in this game was that it was 0-0 at half time, because Chelsea were excellent in the first half. Darlow brings back down Havertz. Is Reece James going to take it for his hat-trick? Or is Jorginho going to step up and steal another little penalty? And the number 5 just dinks it into the middle of the goal. Again, very impressive Chelsea victory today.
And they are 3 points ahead of Liverpool at the top. We were watching the top of the table, looking at it change. Liverpool went top, then Chelsea went top. I mean, I feel like that battle between those three teams is going to continue right the way to the end.
Yeah, let's hope so. Let's hope it's nice and tight all the way. We don't want to see somebody run away with it and win the title in April or March, do we? We want it to go right to the very end, and it could do this year. But I mean, Chelsea are performing really well. They're setting the standard.
They certainly are. Now we're going to go to Turf Moor, and we spoke about Burnley really needing to get off the mark and get their first win of the campaign, and Chris Wood opened the scoring for them, Wes.
Yeah, like you said, Burnley wanted to definitely get a win under the belt, and they definitely did that today. You know, Chris Wood was a fantastic strike there to put Burnley well on the way to victory. Again, Burnley's attacking the goal, a great cross, and Lowton, who don't score many with his head, I imagine, normally scores worldy goals, comes up with a great goal to make it 2-0.
What you would say today, though, Wes, is that there was some goals scored today. Talk about the quality of goals.
And what a signing for
that one. Cornet, exactly. This is 4-4 for him. What a finish that was. And though even Brentford are, down, what a goal this is. This could have been easily goal of the day. Godos, acrobatic. I don't even know what that is. A side volley with it up in the air, karate kid. I don't know. But it was brilliant, wasn't it? All day.
It was very entertaining indeed. And over at Vicarage Road, it was Watford against Southampton. And Southampton, a team that have struggled as well this season, Macca.
Yeah, and this was just, again, early on in the game. It was a pity this only stayed 0-1 because this had lots and lots of chances. But Shea Adams just bending it into
fantastic goal.
No backlift at all, difficult to do, and a great goal to win the game.
It certainly was, and Southampton with their second win of the season. Wow, well, we can catch our breath now. You enjoy that?
It was excellent, wasn't it?
It was. I really enjoyed it as well. Well, it's been great, but I've got some bad news. We've all been subbed. Because Manish, Glenn and Owen are going to be here in the studio to talk you through the late game, and it is a huge game in North London as Tottenham are set to take